Everybody, my name is Michaela and I'm going to be teaching you about how to be safe around dogs. This can be whether they are your own pet or a neighbor's pet or even a strange dog that you see outside. Helpers are here to help me teach this to you, and that's going to be Harley and Roscoe. They're my puppies. Sit. Good boys. Oh my god, here you go, Harley. Ready? Sit. Have any pets at home? Yeah? Know if there's anything that you shouldn't do around them. Wait, maybe your mommy or daddies have said something to you about when they're trying to eat, you shouldn't mess with them or anything like that. Okay, well, we're gonna go over that some more when I'm teaching you how to be safe around approaching a dog now. I'm gonna talk about body language. And dogs use body language to communicate with you because they can't use your words like you can communicate to your parents. They can't use words to communicate that to you, so they use body language. So if their ears are laying flat or laid back, they may be scared or they may feel threatened, and so you don't want to approach a dog that is in that type of position because you may get hurt. Ears are perked up, like straight up in the air. That means that they're on alert, like something may not be right. They could be fine, they may be happy, but they sense something isn't right, or they smell something, they see something, they're gonna check it out. I'm sure you've seen your dogs where they have their tail gets tucked between their legs, or it might be sticking straight up in the air. Well, if it's tucked between their legs, that's another sign of being scared or frightened. Or they may feel threatened. They may not feel safe. So you wouldn't want to approach a dog in that position. Straight up in the air, that could mean that they are on alert for something. They're checking something out. You probably don't want to mess with them just because they're on the lookout for something and you don't want to get in the way just in case there would happen to be something that they felt they needed to protect themselves from or protect you from. The thing about body language is you may see them all hunched over because they're scared or frightened, or they might be like getting ready to attack if they feel threatened, and you don't want to do that. Sticking stiff as a board and straight up, and its ears are perked up and its tail is up. You probably want to leave that dog alone as well, just because he may sense that something isn't right or that something needs to change. One of the coloring pages that I gave you, and it's color coded. So the green doggy is the doggy that looks relaxed, happy, and he may be friendly because his tail is relaxed, his ears are relaxed, and he just looks normal and happy. The yellow dog is the one that is frightened, nervous, and you need to just leave alone because you don't know what they're going to do. And then the blue dog is the angry, threatened type of dog, and you want to stay away from this dog because his ears are perked, his tail is standing up, he's very alert and aware of his surroundings. Unlike the yellow dog where his ears are laid back and his tail is between his legs, you don't want to add to the frightened. Talk about times that you want to leave dogs alone. You don't want to touch them, you don't want to run up to them, you don't want to try and play with them, and you really don't want to go near their food. Don't want to go near their food. That's like if you were eating something and someone came up to you and was messing with your food, you would feel like they were taking that away from you, right? You don't want to do that to your dog because they may get scared or angry and they might try to fight you for it, and you don't want to fight your dog for their food. Even if that's not what you were doing, they may take it that that's what you were going to do because they don't understand all the time. You want to leave your dogs alone is when they are sleeping. This excited to get home from school and you see your dog sleeping and you might run up to them, but that's not a good idea. You don't want to do that because they're sleeping, and so then all of a sudden they have all these sounds and these feelings, and they wake up to you like hovering over them, hugging them, and they don't understand. It scares them and they feel threatened. You might get hurt, so you probably shouldn't do that either. This is another coloring sheet that I got you, and it's all the things that you shouldn't do with a dog, and it says them, and it also has the picture or illustration of what you should not do. So you don't want to pet the dog without asking the owner first. You don't want to pet the dog on top of the head. You want to pet him on the shoulder. And you don't want to hug the dog because it might scare them and they won't know exactly what's going on. Okay? More don'ts for you. An example as to something that you shouldn't do, that you know already that you shouldn't do with your dog. Well, you don't want to pull on their tails or pull on their ears or pull on any of their legs or their fur, anything like that. You may have some pretty big dogs at home and you like to think that they're like a pony and you can get on them and go for a ride. Don't do that, because some dogs, they may not take so lightly to that. They may react and hurt you or hurt another child or another dog, and so it's better to be safe than sorry. Another don't is you don't want to hug your dog, because this puts your face and their face right next to each other, and if they were to snap or get upset, like, you could get really hurt, and you don't want those doggies' teeth in your face. You don't want to run toward your dog, because this could scare them. They might be like, oh no, why are they running towards me? There's something that's threatening them, like I gotta protect them, or it might just scare them and they just don't understand. And so they could become aggressive towards you, and you don't want them to be mean to you. Like, you want to treat them with respect, and not want to do is anytime you see a dog, no matter whose it is or where it's at, if you want to go approach the dog, if you notice that the dog seems approachable with the ears normal and the tail is just wagging freely, you always want to ask the owner first, because the owner may not want you to pet the dog, or there may be a reason as to why the dog needs to be left alone. So you always want to check with the owner. Gives you permission, you can stick your hand out and you want to let the dog come to you and sniff you. And this familiarizes them to your scent, and they're not so scared and worrisome about you anymore. So you want to let them sniff you and get to know you, just how like you see the doggy sniffing other dogs' butts. It's kind of like that. They get to know you. Once they've sniffed you and got to know you, you can pet them, but don't pet on the head, because again, that's like they don't know what you're doing with your hand, and it can frighten them. So just pat on the shoulder or on their back. It's less threatening for them. You should remember is safe, and this stands for touch, because you want to pet them gently. To ask the dog if you can pet them. Friend, because you're friends with the dog, you don't want to scare them or be upsetting to them because you're their friend. Lastly, the E is for enjoy, because you want to enjoy your time with the dog, and you want them to enjoy their time with you and be around you more. A strange dog, you still use the word safe, but it stands for something a little bit different, and it rhymes. Stay still and chill. Cross like a boss. Play when you do not want to play, your eyes are on the ground, so that you're not paying attention to the dog and it gets bored and it doesn't want to keep threatening you as a threat anymore, so it'll leave you alone.
Hey, I didn't know you had a dog.
That's Riley. He's our family dog.
Oh, dogs love me. I'm gonna give him a hug.
No way. Hugs and kisses are for people, not dogs. It's not safe to do that. You could get bit in the face. Calm down. You'll get Riley all excited and wound up if you jump around like that. I'm going to teach you the safe way to be around dogs. Soft touch, not too much.
Pat the dog gently on their chest and side. Don't put your face in the dog's space.
Ask the dog if they need a break.
Stop petting, and if they walk away, that's okay.
Be a friend.
Don't bother your dog when he's eating or sleeping.
Enjoy, but not as a toy.
Dogs aren't for riding or dressing up or pushing around. Do stuff together that you both enjoy.
The most important rule to keep you safe around dogs is making sure an adult is right there with you. And if you still want to kiss a dog, here's the safe way to do it.
Hey, look at that dog! He looks scary. Let's get out of here.
No, don't run. Dogs are faster than you, and it might want to chase you.
What do we do?
We should play the safe game. It's easy. When a strange dog approaches, stay still and chill. Arms crossed like a boss. Face away like you don't want to play. Eyes down and look at the ground. We want the dog to get bored, so it will go away. Don't run, scream, or wave your arms around any dog. That's not safe.
Okay, let's be safe together.
Stay still and chill.
Don't move and don't make a lot of noise.
Arms crossed like a boss.
Keep your arms still and close to your body.
Face away like you don't want to play.
Turn your head to the side.
Eyes down on the ground.
Keep your eyes down. Don't stare at the dog.
Look, it left. The safe game works. I'll teach my friends the safe game too.
If we don't follow any of these ways to be safe around dogs, you could get hurt, you could get bit, you could get scratched. There's any number of things that could happen, and it's better to be safe than sorry, and it keeps your dog safe. All right, and I have 2 coloring pages that we talked about for you to take home with you. With me, Harley and Roscoe, and for learning how to be safe around dogs at all times. Have a good day.